Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt. I don't know why I always delay it that way. And yeah, so we're continuing our SeaBlock run today, and I've got like a bunch of things that I just want to improve around the factory before we get started on everything to get today. A lot of these things are like incremental improvements that'll only help things. Some of these things are actually just improving the algae farms, so we're going to get onto that. You know, that's going to take some time. Thermal water, that's algae farm as well. Pure water, electros. You know what? That's actually something we can do right now. So we're running low on pure water. Well, our electrolyzers that use the electrodes are running out of pure water. So there's a couple of tricks we can do to get that working a bit better. One of which is just to boil more. But quite frankly, these level ones are not doing as much for us, so we could probably even get rid of them. And just do that. Because the level ones aren't doing that much power anyway, so you know, now they're doing even less. How much were they doing, actually? They were doing like 8 megawatts, which to be honest, we can get way more megawatts out of better stuff. So that should mean that we've got more purified water coming through, so that's almost pretty good. Eat gardens, I wrote down. Yes, I suppose that's something I need to do. I'll do that after I come back with more algae farms. In fact, it's even worth thinking about algae twos. They need a lot more stone bricks, which is something that I'm not sure I actually have enough of. Oh, never mind, I got tons of stone bricks. Basic circuit boards and green chips. You know what? I got a billion of them. Although that's another thing that will need to be improved very soon. And steel plates. You know what? I got a lot of that too. But honestly speaking, I think we're probably actually going to have better results just by building more rather than lots of stuff. So we'll just build a lot of algae plants because let's be honest, they're always good. Glass mixture. Okay. We're just getting this... right now, we're just doing a whole bunch of stuff real quickly because it's probably for the best, and we don't actually need these right now because I'm just trying to maximize no, maximize some stuff that we can make. So right now, one of the problems we have with blue is we just don't have enough glass mixture being made. So because of that, we don't have enough glass being made, and because of that, it's just kind of a bit rubbish. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift that one along. And then actually what we're going to do a double shift. And then the real trick is we can do it again. Put another one on there. We do need to make more robots, and that'll be a thing we do today as well. Plastic's a bit light as well. But that will increase my glass production by a little bit. But a little bit is simply not going to cut it. So we're going to do a bit more. And then the glass mixture can... We are, of course, using more rat's nests, and that's never great, because the rat's nest, as we all know, is just the worst place to do anything of use. I say that, but I do have an affection towards the rat nest. But anyway, this should now be making more molten glass. And that'll speed up my production, at least for a little while. So that's good. Aluminium casting, we do need more of that. You know what, we've got my algae plants done, we might as well sort that out now. So the problem is we don't have enough brown algae being made, so we're not making enough compost, and honestly we're not making enough for thermalized water either. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the old trick known as doubling it. It's an ancient patented trick. One that I think works rather well. Don't know what these power poles are doing, but might as well take them back. Oh. Oh. I think I just figured out what these power poles are doing. That's alright. Okay, so the old trick of doubling it. It's an ancient patented trick where you have a number and then you just double it. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. If we had more robots, this would probably be going a lot better, but we don't. The robots will do the best they can. We will make more robots today, I guarantee it. We've got more plastic coming through. Not much, admittedly, but we will sort that out. I think it's probably not happy about the lack of copper. What? No. The lack of copper piping is probably throwing it off a bit, but that's okay. Plastic's pretty good too. And this should all be going now. I don't think we're having massive saline water problems. But we are trying to use more saline water than we've ever used before, so if we were, it wouldn't surprise me too much. One thing's unhappy, what is it? So one of them is actually not running. But that should make more thermal water, which in turn should, well, that should make more lithium something. What's it called? Lithium oxide? Lithia salt. And so more lithia is just going to be good for us. Also, that's going to back up on my compost side. Oh, that's right. That very much matters where that comes in. Easy fix though. Just do that. Okay, so we're going to have to pick up that brown algae because otherwise it's going to crash my fish. And you never really want your fish crashed. I don't think I should have to tell you that. I think it's pretty obvious. Okay. And honestly, we can just make the compost. I was thinking these were all going to be... how many does it take? I think it's like 10. It's 20. Geez, they're still not quite coming out fast enough, are they? And again, maybe they'll be fixed soon. Okay, so that is actually that done. Iron casting, iron casting. That should also be making more compost, which means more soil, which means more trees. Maybe not enough trees. Do we need more trees? Well, good news is I've got more compost space, so I can make more trees. Okay. That'll mean more dirt. That's more trees. Which is delightful. Have my water problems been solved over here? Are we looking in the right place? Yeah, purified water's coming in. That's good. Actually going too slowly with the white belt, so let's speed that up and everything into red. More thermalized water. Okay, I'm gonna eat some gardens. That is a thing that I wrote down. I knew what I meant. I'm gonna seed extract these other gardens that I've got, because what I really want is to get this running at a pace that doesn't require me to be babying it. So these other gardens that I've got, while I would love to have them, I'm going to get rid of them. Because we can always make more and find more. That's not a problem. The sooner we get these going faster, then the sooner we just don't need to worry about it ever again. And we will make these gardens again when we need them. Because I just don't want to baby this anymore. I want to just have this growing as much agricultural science as we can, so we can get on to the next phase of my plan. Hey, casting. It's another thing we need to do. We need a few casters, actually. Okay, blue science should have hopefully increased production with all this glass. Let's just double check that. Science. Science. What's it actually called? I don't know. Probably got some stupid name. So it looks like it's increased in the last sort of 3 minutes or so. Not hugely, but an increase is an increase, I suppose. And we'll take what we can get, quite frankly. These should be making more carbon, but I don't think they are making it that fast. Wood is not the fastest way to make stuff, I imagine. Okay, that's fine. We'll worry about that another day. Glass probably is still the main bottleneck, and we are working on our science to get faster glass. Or more efficient glass in any case. So while we're here, we wanted to do more casting here, because oddly enough, it's actually the iron slowing us down here, which is pretty funny. So, oof, I didn't like that. Okay. And we're going to probably put that through coming a bit faster so we can just do something way easier. So that's going to be a ton of iron coming through. It may actually still not be enough, but if these belts are saturated, until these belts are saturated, there's no real reason to need to speed it up. Okay, we need more casting because the next thing we need to improve is aluminium production. Because while it's doing its best, it's still not quite good enough. I'm going to change it just a tad to be like one more casting actually. Let's do 4. Okay, and we are going to need to make sure that still doesn't get stopped. Okay, and power it. Okay, that's a lot more aluminium coming down. Possibly more than the factory can possibly handle, but that's okay. If it's more than anything can handle, it'll back up, and that's not a problem. These have made like 81, while the other ones probably made thousands. Yeah, they have. That's alright, it's another thing done. Okay, unjam zinc, and then we can get started on new things. Yeah. This is much less important than everything else I've been doing, because these productions are pretty lackluster these days, but because these are sorted things, I just don't see them being a long-term viability. They work for the start where you just need like a little bit of things, but anything that requires like, oh, and a even moderate amount of resources, then you just don't need, okay, powder metallurgy. We said that wrong. Okay. And that unlocks my zinc, which means everything else should start going off. Is good. We just don't need too much zinc right now. In fact, when do we need a lot of zinc? Do we ever need a lot of zinc? We need zinc powder at some point. Not super needed, but we're going to need some zinc, and quite frankly, if we store enough zinc, this will probably be enough for the entire game. Meanwhile, these boys are going. Mineral sludge being used up. Good to see. Oh, there's a train that stopped. That's right. Due to terrible maintenance of the train lines. Because this oil train, do that. Yes, oil train kind of just stops everything from happening. And now it should be in the plastic, yeah. So we're not getting a lot of plastic. And part of that is just because we're not having enough blue algae being produced. Well, I do have some algae farms. I mean, what's to stop me from making a couple more, right? Probably nothing. I go copy it like that. No, I could make a couple more. The short-term fix, but I really should go and get more robots though. This is a bit ridiculous. Maybe that's what I'll do next. I will speed up all future constructions. Oh, shit. Missing assemblers. That's not a big deal, aside from the fact I don't have enough iron for those. Okay, the deal has become actual. Become an actual deal. There's another thing. Nickel I don't think we need too much of either. Nickel is used for other things though, I do know that. Like later on we will want a lot of nickel. Just not now. So I think once we get this, the next couple of researches done, we'll have way more glass coming through. Because we'll actually start using the lime. And then I think we're going to get some real blue science being made. There may be some more holdups, but hopefully by the end of today we'll actually have like titanium. I would love to get titanium by the end of the day. I don't think it's unreasonable either. Okay, is this gonna work? No, okay. So this is one of those short-term things where it's just going to boost production just by a little bit, hopefully just to help out. Now, do I need to put power here too? That's lazy. But yeah, it'll increase my oil production just by a tad. It's not the fuel oil and the naphtha I really need, it's the raw gas. We're getting stuff done, that's good. Plastic production is slow. How's glass coming along? Oh, okay, so I've actually got enough iron to completely ruin that problem. And I feel like the problem that's causing this is probably the lack of carbon now. Output full. Or we could just make slightly faster belts and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I like that plan too. And we've got red belts. We don't use yellow belts anymore, so we might as well throw the red belts down there and see if that fixes anything. I don't know if it will, but I mean, arboretums are something we could improve on. Oh, thanks. I have a mint stick. No, not a mint stick. That's called a kebab? Yeah, it's not a mint stick. I don't have a kebab. Um, it's like a mint chocolate stick. Like, it's pretty good. I really love mint chocolate. Like, so much. It's crazy. Okay. So hopefully by doing this, we will again increase production of things. But of course, by doing this, we also expend more carbon, and everything things just becomes harder again. And the main problem is that we're just not getting enough trees because enough soil because the soil is being used by these because they're trying to keep up with Although, or assemblers, I really should just get a machine to just give me iron. Because now we're not making enough sand again. Okay, but that means these should have finished. And this should start just producing everything on its own. And if that's the case, we're going to let it go for a couple of times, a couple of generations, so it actually makes more gardens than it can possibly handle. So we're just going to stand here for a little bit. It's not going to be too long. Alien goo. Problem here is lack of fertilizer because we're not getting enough compost. What? Where's the compost supposed to come from? Up here. Oh, because we're not making enough, we're not squishing enough fish. And it was because of thermal water. Of course it's thermal water. It's always blimming thermal water. Maybe that's what I need to increase the production of today. Get that thermal water going. Yeah, it looks like it's almost done. In fact, it looks like it was done. So it's got 2 temperate gardens in there on the wings. That's good. So then what it should do in a moment is put that out. It's going to take most of the temperate... It's going to take one of the temperate gardens, but not the second one. It might not actually take either of them, which is fine too. Because if we have a build up of temperate gardens, if we have like 6 temperate gardens, that's fine. But what I anticipated doing is taking, like spitting out 2 temperate gardens and a bunch of, not just 2 temperate gardens. Nothing should take these, so this should take them. And we then should be in a position where, like it's going to take them both. That's fine. So then it'll have a position where these will come out, it'll be taken by this. Yeah, that's going to go infinite now. It's going to be slow, but infinite. Okay. So I'm just going to stand on the treadmill for a little bit. Glass powder is being manufactured. So molten glass should have... Yeah, molten glass has increased from 300 to 700, so doubled. That's pretty good. Next we need to get some assemblers to build more soil. For as they all say, one must soil themselves whenever possible. No one says that, thankfully. That's all weird to say. There's a train that almost got me, dropping off 20 science. That doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it's actually not bad. Like, I think that is actually an improvement. Okay, so now with what we've got, we want to... I was wanting to build something. I need iron, I need assemblers, that's right. I need basic circuit boards as well, which ironically I'm standing right next to them. And this lead facility has got so much lead in it, it doesn't really know what to do with it all. That's okay. I forgive it. So if we do this, not really gonna make enough, so we'll do it like that. And it's probably gonna have problems with sand or something like that in a moment, but that's alright. Okay, so now more soil is being made. It is spitting out the sand. Hopefully it makes enough sand. Might not be making enough sand actually. It requires 128 sand per minute. That's eating up, yeah. But we'll probably run out of sand soon. Unless, of course, we don't need this much soil, but I guess we'll find that out eventually. It does appear to be slowed down, so let's just... We're going to have a bunch of white transport belts in my inventory now, but that's okay. Things that I built when I didn't have the resources, and now I do. And these should be going pretty hard out. Probably even make a slightly faster assembler there. I don't know if it needs it. In fact, if I did that... No, it should be pretty much parity, so as long as there's not a shortage of copper... No, okay, I don't need to do that. With more trees coming through, that means more... everything, I suppose. Okay, robots, let's think about them. Yeah. So what have we got? We currently have 3 construction bots. I think that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I had 4. Means I got one that's lost somewhere. You know what, we'll assume that we don't. So we want to build 16 of them. So that, we need more solder. Rightly, solder was a bit of a sticking point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we need flying robot frames, which is mostly batteries and electric engines, which I've got all those. Gims, nothing is on fire yet, thank you. I know you're concerned, but there is no current fires planned. There might be a fire later, actually. I don't know. We'll see. You know, maybe there will be a fire. We are trying to build construction bots, so maybe that'll be a fire. We can only hope. Because, quite frankly, we just don't have enough of them right now. So we can build 11 of them right now. But I want 5 more. What am I lacking? Flying robot frames. Okay, well I was already lacking those, thank you. Green circuits, easy enough. Always good to have 1,000,000 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. I don't know what I'm lacking again. It's just one battery. Okay. Probably took more than one. But that is enough robots to fill up my inventory spaces and make me really wish I had better modules. That's alright. You do what you can. Powder metallurgy coming along. My gardens should be actually having stuff on them now. Doesn't. What it would. I guess the idea of always having something in here is actually still a gain. Like, it doesn't sound like it is, but it actually is pretty good. To just always have something in there that is working. And that'll keep happening until probably this starts hitting 32. Yeah, so this is still going. This is started before the next one runs out, so it just makes it a little bit more efficient. Look, it's time to resupply, I believe. Possibly drop off some junk. I can't help but notice I've got a bunch of junk with me. Do we need copper pipes? We do. Yeah, we do need to drop off junk. There's a junk box. Well, there's a junk box that's almost full. And that means it's about to get shot. We could always make a bigger junk box. No, we've started shooting already. There's the children who are wrong. Okay. Junk box destroyed. On hindsight, we could have just put another junk box next to it. But we're here now. Trees. I want to hold on to the trees because I'm going to have to look for those later. And that'd be a real pain to look for later, so I don't want to do that. Stone, zinc. Okay, the junk box is full of junk. Good. Rest in peace, wind turbines. We had you since the beginning. I think we've still got a couple of wind turbines around. We've got 14 wind turbines still going. So that's pretty exciting. Do we need more iron? No, we've got enough iron. Steel, a little bit light on steel. Maybe now is the time to start thinking about titanium. Or actually, how are we going with mineral sludge? Not great. Maybe it's the time to think about more mineral sludge. Oh, we'll get more steel first. We'll go pick up some steel. Maybe while I'm here, I'll prepare some more steam turbines as well. Because we need, what are they called? Heat exchangers? Which require boiler 3s. Okay. What do boiler 3s require? Brass. Okay, so that's what we're actually... Brass, steel, iron. Okay. Well, look, we're going to steal some steel. I think this train's absolutely full of it, so we could just take several stacks, no one would ever notice. We need to get some brass, but that's not a problem. Cobalt steel, let's be honest, we're going to need some of that for what we're going to do. Now I think what we do is we're just going to make another one of these, because this one seems to be pretty efficient. It's not being, actually, before I do that, this isn't being held up by crystal slurry. No, it's just being held up by filtration. And the main thing holding this up is just the lack of crystal slurry. Okay. Actually, let's go find some brass first. I always get brass and bronze confused. I'm pretty sure brass is like... Yeah, that might be brass. Who knows? I don't. I think that's brass there, actually. That train's going to go off somewhere. Yes, that's brass. Okay, so... Boiler 3s. Why can't we build boiler 3s? Because we don't have enough stone furnaces. What do you know? That stone, we actually did need it. I don't like that everything has to be upgraded to actually get to where you want to be. Like, why can't you just build the things? I think that's actually a mod decision. You could actually change that. Okay, so heat exchangers. Look, we'll build as many as we can. Don't care. And turbines. 6 is not enough of those, but we'll do. And I know what I'm going to do now is also going to need... So you need heat pipes for these, don't you? There's a lot of copper. Okay. Okay, so I'm making all this stuff now, which honestly is not going to be super helpful with what my actual plan was. Sulfuric acid going well. You know what I do need to check and I haven't checked in a while? Sulfuric acid box is at 2,000. Good. I'm not going to run into my sulfuric problem anytime soon. That was scary. Running out of sulfuric acid as badly as I did that one time, I never want to have that happen again. To be fair, it was my fault for having it all going into a clarifier. That's not the point. Point is never again. Okay, so plan is we're just going to grab this entire thing and we're going to put it around there somewhere. There will need to be things removed as well, but that's a problem for another day. Don't know if I've got enough landfill for what I'm doing here. In fact, I'm fairly certain I probably don't. Oh, maybe I do. I do. Yeah, it's about this time as well that I remember that I didn't actually resupply properly. But with all these bots, it shouldn't hopefully be a problem. I mean, no, actually, no, with all these bots, it'll be a bigger problem. I didn't resupply. But the bots are actually getting work done, so that's exciting. They're still a slower bot, so I'm still building the things that can be built manually. I'm going to need a lot of things. No, I did have the sulfuric wastewater clarified. Right now I'm just waiting for the system to backlog and lock up. At that point I will have a circuitry system designed to fix that. But right now I haven't done that because I did have it being clarified and it kind of made... Look, let me show you something. If you weren't here for this, I don't know if you were. So sulfur. See where it hit about 0 here? It was being clarified, and so it was kind of a closed loop system where the sulfuric wastewater would not be able to get back in, but the sulfuric acid was able to leave. And it was really bad to the point that it kind of killed my sulfur entirely. It was a little bit scary. But right now I'm just waiting for it to lock up because that is, you know, the optimistic way of looking at it right now compared to what happened those few hours ago. It was I think it was like, it may have even been last week actually at this time, where I spent an hour just trying to figure out what happened to all my sulfuric acid. It was about an hour or two. I'm not even joking. Well, that's kind of what happened last time. I had an overflow valve to it, but it was a closed system, and I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it with circuits, saying if there's like a certain thousand number in the box. Because I want it to not be a dumb system. I want it to be like, I am in charge. Because I am afraid. Alright, my battery's at almost nothing, 11%. Yep, that's probably about right. We are running out of all the basics of building stuff that I require. I was about to say, some things actually being built, but they're not. That was the one that is actually finished. Okay, but it's looking pretty good. What do we need? We need another assembler. In fact, I think I can build that now. I can't. Well, that's embarrassing. So what do we actually need? We need a lot of pipes, we need a lot of washing plants, we need inserters. Kind of good for conveyor belts, which is interesting. I built a couple iron chests, I can do those now. We ran out of pipes just at the very end, that's cool. So pumps, can we build those? I think we should be able to build those now. No, we just lack a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Still, this is pretty good. I mean, here's the thing. This has been good. I'm happy with this. But could I be more happy with this? And the answer is, yeah, I could be. Because what if I built a second one of these? Just to really just get on it, you know? It'll require so much more stuff, I know, but let the bots replenish themselves. And I probably could also make this smaller if I had the flare stacks done slightly differently, but I'm not too fussed. That cliff is going to stop me from doing that too many more times. My filtration will not be near enough for this, I know that already. But that just gives me an excuse to build more filtration, right? When in doubt, double it. When in doubt, doubling it's not enough. Okay, so that actually goes down far enough. So we do need more sand though. We need a lot more stuff in general, but that's okay. So sand, I think there's some sand, a good amount of sand over here somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. I'll come across some sand. I know there's a bunch of places where I can find sand. Like there's one. 2,500 sand right there. Bam. I stole one sand from the machine itself. So we need basic circuit boards. We need a lot of them. Thankfully, I know where we can get a lot of them right there. That's a lot of washing plants. Probably still not enough. I'm going to take a lot of iron because let's be honest, I like iron. That's probably too many washing plants. I don't care anymore. What else did we need? We needed ore crushers. How many of those do we need? Probably more. To do those, we need stone. That's right. We got stone. Not a lot of stone though. You'd think I have more stone than I actually do. Fact. You know what? I am, but I don't know how to iron, so my wife takes care of that. I should probably learn. It's not difficult, but yeah. But I am in charge of the laundry, yes. Why it's always not done on time. Because I'm easily distracted by video games. I don't think I need I don't need any of those. Do any of these? No, it's pretty clean. We'll need more of these though. Pipes, yeah, I'm definitely going to need those. They are over here. Yeah, I know, it's not that hard. But I mean, like, if you put the crease in the wrong place and it doesn't work, like, that's the thing I'm afraid of. You put the crease in the wrong place, and then not only do you not iron it, you kind of screw it up. I don't know. Look, I'm afraid, okay? I'm a coward. I put the clothes in the washing machine and hang them out, and that's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Alright, so I'm going to need 4 of those. 4 of these too, which means I'm going to need more iron. Okay, and that's most of what I need. A couple of assemblers as well, and maybe some flare stacks. Okay. Actually, 4 assemblers, which probably means... Oh, wow. I was going to say I need more iron, but turns out I needed more basic electric circuits. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, you learned how to iron in school? That's cool, man. I never learned that. Where's my education money going? I don't know. No, we're good, I can tell you that much. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I wanted probably like 5 or 6 flare stacks. 3? That's almost the right number. Let's see how badly this goes with what I've got. I just don't feel I've got enough. Maybe some more flare stacks. Just take some more stone. 1 more flare stack. 2, for good luck. And I believe there's some more sand down here, which means I can grab that while I'm here. Where's the sand that's down here? It's there. But when it was just trying to hold back the mud. Oh yeah. And while I'm here, how is the garden going? It's almost going to the point I can sustain another one. And I'm here, so I might as well increase my power allowance. So currently we've got 128. 141, that is an improvement. That needed to have a gap in it. Oh no, my pipes, I needed those. So it puts up to 150, which is good. Or higher tier poles. Yeah, we had sewing, cooking, and woodworking as well. But they never taught us how to iron. They just taught us how to make, like, clothing, which, if you're making clothing is not super useful. If they taught us how to sew a button, that would have been great. I've sort of learned that on my own, but certainly not well. I've sewn the occasional button, but yikes. Like, it's weird that in like textile class they teach how to like sew a thing using sewing machine stuff. It's like, no offense, but do you own a sewing machine? I certainly don't own a sewing machine. Like, the only person who would own a sewing machine is someone who actually liked that class and was like, yeah, this is a thing I do. And yeah, it wasn't. I guess the idea was just getting the basics, as you said. I don't know. Ironically enough, what the reason why I can't build that is actually not helpful, but oh yeah, those heat patch thingies. I know what you're talking about vaguely. Either way, I didn't. We had like one big production thing, and I stuffed it up so badly that the teachers went, "Yeah, you can't fix what you've done today." And I was like, "Cool." So neat. This is really a thing for the bots to do, but the bots are all got lost. Where are you going? I need you here, bots. I'm going to do my part in helping, but honestly, the bots are probably going to do a better job than I am. Which is fine, I'm not angry at the bots. Was it interfacing those heat things? Is that what it was called? I don't know. This is gonna like kill my battery power pretty quickly. But things are being connected to things, so that's nice. Did you just kick over the recycling? I will take that out when I'm done with my stream as well. Oh, really? I think they deserve to... Oh, yes, please. Thanks. And that cookie. And that cookie. Any holiday that has a cookie associated with it, you know it's a good holiday. But that's my logic, and I'm going to stick to it. Um. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not great. We ran out of crushes. I'm gonna need way more crushes, I guess. Maybe when the bots are all hovering around me, I'll do it. The important thing is they made it that the bots, when you get the fusion power, are much easier to get the fusion. You don't have to build a fusion reactor for each one, because that was a bit ridiculous. Oh yeah, I can do that one. Pipes, I can do that one too. Hello. Thank you. What was that? Good gifts. My wife brought me snacks. I am pleased. Okay, we're out of pipes again. I should have worked out how many like resources this whole plan took. I mean, the short answer is more than I had. I mean, the bots are still putting stuff out, so I guess that's good. Now they're making the liquefiers, which are important. We're going to need more crushers, though. Maybe I shouldn't have started trying to build a second one of these. Or maybe I should have just had assemblers do it for me. Or at the very least the iron pipes part, because that seems to be the real thing that's slowing me down. Well, anyway, I believe what we've got here is probably enough to actually turn this one on. Or rather connect it to the network. So let's connect that sulfuric acid to the network. Oh yeah, I didn't need to do it that way, it's already connected that way. Well, actually, that's way tidier to do it that way. Okay, so sulfuric acid is not connected. And then we'll blueprint it from there. Okay. So sulfuric acid is connected. We just need to connect it to power, I believe. Or is it actually already connected to power? Actually already connected to power. It just needs the pumps, which is what it's doing now. Glass melting is at 6%. That's exciting. Okay, and then we should actually start getting some of this made. Okay, and then we've got to connect, rather. Water's connected fine, so we've got to connect the crystal slurry to the main line. There we go, crystal slurry's connected. So now we should actually have things being made. Nice! So while it's not fully operational, it is sort of working. Like, things are being made. Maybe that should be connected to something, otherwise the mineralized water is not going anywhere. Okay, if we have the mineralized water coming down to there, yeah, that's good. We're going to need another one of those situations where we just need like one more copper pipe. We carry any one piece of pipe with us? We don't. And that should resume this as well. Yeah. More mineralized water being made, but to be fair, more mineralized water required. That should also be pushing the production this up a little bit. Hey, buddy. Look, I'm just going to grab you. Okay, is this one actually done? I feel like it is. No, why is that not working? That's not how that works at all. Which makes me worry, is that... No? No, it just decided to not work on its own. That's cool, I suppose. But the crystal slurry is coming through, and more production. I think what I might do for the next type of thing I make of these is actually push these to the back further rather than the outside. And that way you can fit more and more room. Yeah, the next time I copy that plan, that's what I'll do. It'll be a bit tidier. So we still need a few more things to make the second one. And then we can start thinking about titanium. Titanium's going to be an interesting shot. In fact, there's no real reason to do titanium now until we have glass smelting. Oh, because rather titanium production, because we haven't researched that yet. The thing might help there is how my gun's going. 26. Alright, they're coming through, that's what matters. I mean, here's a way that could make it a little bit trickier too. If we go another seed extractor, because the seed extractor takes 5 minutes each time to run, and that is a little bit bullshit. But, no, I'm scared of running too many seed extractors. Actually, no, because it takes from itself first. Modules and beacons, yes, except for the minor problem of modules and beacons. To make them, I need more agricultural science. That's actually what I'm working on. So to make it faster, I need this to be done. But to be done, it's going to be slow. So what I might do actually is if I just make another one of these things out to the side. And just make it so it can take from itself. It'll get there, don't you worry. And they are significantly split apart. Yeah, modules and beacons, that's why we're doing that. Because while we've got the startup to everything we need there. How are we going with these, by the way? I think we need a couple more, but not too many. There's such a thing as too many of those things. How are the gardens going? For the soil? Well, soil appears to be backing up, sort of. Which is good. Trees are backing up actually. That's less good. If trees are backing up, that means, yeah, that means trees aren't being made. That's just not acceptable. What am I doing for this? This is where you find out that I'm wrong. I needed to make the... Oh, I see why I was doing this. So what I was trying to do is make it that I could crush gemstones, cut green gems. So yeah, there was a better way to do it potentially. And to do, wait, no, what was my plan? Hold on. Why was I doing, oh, because that's raw crystal, that's the problem. Okay, so I got these cut blue crystals and I wanted to turn them into crystal powder. To do that, I needed alien bioprocessing because I wanted to turn the crystal powder into crystal slurry. And while I could do that by crushing geodes, I wanted to do it this way so everything's contained. So I could have just done it by crushing geodes, but I'm like, no, not today. So no, I don't need it, but I'm doing it this way. And it's another moment where you shake your head and go, this is why SeiferKatt is like so slow at playing this game. It's like, yeah, it's pretty much the long and short of it, honestly. But it's taken place. Okay, so what is the slowness of blue science? Is it still glass? Yep, it's still glass. I think glass comes through, but not very quickly. Maybe we should speed up glass again. I could crush small crystals for it, but the problem is crushing the small crystals requires alien bioprocessing. And that's where I am stuck. However, what you suggest is an interesting proposition that I had not considered. Or if the alien bioprocessing, which that just needs 50, I could probably, because I have been making more stuff, I probably have enough things now to make more. I've got 28 alien plant life cycle samples right now. Admittedly, that's slowing down the science production, so if I don't have enough, then I'm not going to do it, quite frankly. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Up here. So I got 3. No, quite honestly, I need to have a few more made, and I'd rather not crap out my production for this first, because I do really want to get puffers in the near future. So it's taken place. It's just a bit slower than perhaps I would like. Actually, the next growth will actually make enough for 30. So we're almost at a position where it's going to fire again. That's all right. We're going to go make more glass now. I've still got 33,000, so that's good. Um, Look, let's be honest here. I am not probably going to be doing that as much. So if I let's get some more powder mixes. Nope, not all powderizers. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's upgrade these puppies. I mean, how much faster is a regular one? Like almost twice as fast. Heck yeah, let's do it. I mean, that's going to be an improvement of glass. For the time being, anyway. And then we get advanced glass melting, and then we really go to town. We'll build 2 more mixers just to really go nuts. Stay away from the town. Nah, it's fine. There should be no viruses in the town. Oh, right, I see. We got a bunch of tin coming in. Just coming in now. No, it's fine in the town. Like it's a good town. Everyone wears masks. Uh, yeah, I'm not complaining. Okay, so how's glass looking now? I imagine it might still be a little slow, but we could always make more casting. It's actually backing up. Like the casting is anyway, which... And that also makes it look like it's making more science. Good. Might actually have a funny problem where we need to upgrade the induction furnace. No, we're not quite there yet. You know what? Let's just do that. And then we can split that way. Oh, whoops, I see what's happened here. That's fine. And we'll just put the silicon ore back in this little house. I mean, if we were really crazy, we could make even more, but I think... No, you know what? Let's go real crazy. Why would we only go a little crazy? When going crazy, go full crazy, or don't go crazy at all. Don't go half crazy. What are you? Oh, no! Oh, Gims, no! That is the worst. You never want to see that. Oh, that is terrifying to hear about. And the worst thing is, this is the thing I find when you see those situations, you go, that's really bad. And you go, that's fine, I'm not going to touch those candies now. But then when you think about it, they may not have been the first ones. We have a candy jar at work, you know, well, a few candy jars, you got to know where to find them. And, you know, seeing someone like scratch their balls and then go for the candy jar, you're just like, how often does this guy do that? I've taken candy from that jar before. I will never take candy from that jar ever again. So you're just like, yeah, right. Also learning a lot about that person. No, none of that, please. Yeah, that's true. Even without COVID-19, I mean, someone coughing is still never a sign of absolute health, I suppose. So we've got our first induction furnace 3. I mean, the thing is people just don't give a shit. I think that's the problem. I think that's always been people's problems. That people just go, why is it my problem? Like, well, you get people sick. And they're like, yeah, but I'm not sick. Which honestly is probably the problem. People just don't give a shit. And you tell them, hey, maybe you should give a shit. They're like, but why? You know, I've got some solar panels here. I might as well. Look at that. I'm producing green energy. Now, no need to applaud for me. I'm an environmentalist. I produce a certain percentage of my power using renewable, non-polluting methods. What percentage? It's not a great percentage. Yeah. People are gross. I think that's what we're learning from this pandemic, if we didn't already know it. This pump is reducing this number, not by a lot. Okay, so we've got lots of glass coming in. It's time to improve the casting. Ooh, a casting machine 3. These are new. If I go get some more aluminium, which is actually pretty close by. I thought we improved aluminium, or has aluminium got a new problem? Where is our aluminium? We just... Wait. Oh my god, we got 2 boxes full of aluminium that are not actually going anywhere. That's so funny and annoying. Yeah, we'll go back to glass in a moment. We slowed down our aluminium production quite a while ago, it seems. And I imagine gold is seeing the exact same problem. Hard to say for certain, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be. Oh well. Yeah, no, people are gross. That's what this pandemic has taught us. People that we didn't think would be gross are super gross. Train has run out of fuel. Sounds like someone should have maintained that train better to make sure it always had fuel. What a fool the person was that did that. Hope they get fired. Don't worry. They will. Okay, Okay, and glass production is now at an all-time high. Okay, what train ran out of fuel? Good news, it's not far from here. Bad news with the blue science train. I like to go with like anime hero. I'm all fired up! Because, you know, that's good shit. I'm sitting in this train and I've got nothing that I can fuel it with. So, well, if only I could find something nearby. Wait. Oh, wow, I actually did have charcoal. Okay, so blue science drop was probably not where I need the fuel to come from because it's never here for long. Then again, here for long enough. I can grab from the carbon. It doesn't need that much. Failing upwards is indeed something in the corporate world. It's infuriating watching it happen. You know, it's like this really old Greek saying that people are promoted to the point of incompetency, I think it is, something like that. It seems like I never actually... I did, but I didn't do it enough. Yeah, it's not just military, it's also in everything, honestly. I mean, it's the same in governments. Like, you know, you have like this minister or person in the government who's actually pretty damn good, and then they get made like prime minister or something or president, and they're just terrible because they just couldn't handle that level of responsibility. They were fine with a lesser extent, but when you promote them too high, they just are useless. And that happens. There's no real. It's just sort of understand. And like everyone wants to go higher. You know, no one ever goes, oh, I don't know. If I go any higher, I'm going to suck. No one ever thinks that about themselves. They should, but they don't. Okay, we're making a lot more blue science now, which is super exciting. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, and we're going to make it a little bit more, and then we might call it quits for the time being. We have run out of copper pipes. I remember that being a problem. Make sure we actually keep getting the molten glass in, because if we don't, that's pretty bad. Okay. The glass should no longer be the... Well, glass may be the limiting factor still. I have a funny feeling it might be aluminium now again. And there might not be much I could do about that. Oh man, don't even get me started on idle games. Every idle game I play will just destroy me. I played Shrimps for a year and a half. God, yeah, idle games. No, Trimps. Trimps. I'm sorry if this destroys you. It's a game which has like a lot of progression in it. Like a lot. So you start with these little guys and they can build, and then you just keep getting more and more. I mean, it's an idle game, but every now and then it just throws like a new mechanic at you, and it does that for like I played it for a year and a half, and it was still occasionally throwing new mechanics at me, which is crazy. Like, no game should be throwing new mechanics at you for that long. They just shouldn't be. It's illegal. There they are. They're like, hey, would you like to go to this new thing? And you go, oh god, yeah, okay. And it would destroy you. It destroyed me many times over. Okay, we're going to upgrade this to induction 2. Just to make it a little bit faster. We may very well be in a position where we're needing to get a aluminium crystallization happening soon, but we're not there yet. Hello? Let's just have another inserter going as well. There was a idle game that I wish I could find again. It was like a browser-based one, and it could be finished in like an hour. But the best thing about it was you could build factories of like the idea was you were conquering the galaxy. And in it you could build factories which also built factories. And like, so you build a factory that built factories that built factories that built factories that built fighters. And so you'd have so many of these factories that built factories that built factories that built fighters that you just have the fighters. No, it's not Universal Paperclips. I know it's not Universal Paperclips because it doesn't have factories that build things. It doesn't have nested factories. The nested factories is the thing that like would just blow my mind. So you'd have a 27 times factory that build 26 times factories that all the end they would build one fighter or one explorer or one mine, and it would just yeah, I know it sounds like Universal Paperclips is the one that keeps coming up, but it's not that. I did play that a few months ago. Oh, that's a lie. A few weeks ago just for fun, but it's not that. And I had played Universal Paperclips before as well, but it's not that. I think it was Flash based, which is probably not helping. Look, honestly, it's probably for the best. Because those idle games are soul destroying. Or at least life destroying. Alt D, just pick them up, please. I have time to figure it out for myself. Okay, so while we are still working on my modules, how are they going, by the way? Oh, it's now got 2 inside itself. Okay. It's just going to keep going in it. So, titanium. Well, I can't even build that yet because I haven't got the research for it. So maybe I know what I could do. I could build more research facilities. So I'm a little bit light on those at the moment. 8,000 sand. That's probably more sand than I needed right now, but hey, what am I going to do? Put it back in the box? That's cowardice. So, to get more blue science facilities, I'm going to need more blue science. How are we going with the blue science? They should be packing up pretty well now. 37. Yeah, aluminium. No, what I've done with aluminium should be helping. Copper. Copper appears to be the problem. Aluminium's not helping much either. Okay, anyway. What do I need? So for this, well, that's easy. I need 2 of those. I need 1 of those, which is sulfur light sources, and 1 femto laser array. Well, the sulfur light sources, I believe, are stacked up. They are, so we'll just go back. And femto laser arrays, are they stacked up? No. But they're pretty easy together. One of the things that copper building up has been a bit of a problem for that, but that's okay. So copper is now the problem. I need iron. Does any of this use iron? Yes, you do. Fantastic. Mark those both for upgrading. Don't worry about those right now. It's not the lack of copper that we have, it's just the problem is the copper isn't being manufactured fast enough. So with that, we should have slightly increased production, 1.5 times. And then aluminium will probably be a problem. Well, it does seem like it's backed up pretty nicely right now. Okay. Might as well have a casting level 2 set up. I mean, you can already start to see it building up a little bit. It's slow going, but it'll happen. Meanwhile, this stuff's all going in a box. That could be a problem eventually. But not yet. Maybe that's what matters most. Okay, and those are building up as well, which means that's good. These are probably the things I'm getting shortage of, and that's glass again. And the glass shortage is probably just because we don't have enough glass, but it is coming through. In fact, when that one makes it through, it's probably actually going to be enough to get the science finished. So let's just do it manually. Because we've got everything we need to be able to get the enhanced glass manufacturing. Where's it going? It goes on a wild ride to get there, doesn't it? Right. Important thing is it gets there in the end. Crap. Got a bunch of glass in my inventory, that's great. I mean, yeah, it's free copper. I could always bring it up to where I've got my weapons stuffs. But yeah, that's just a waste of good copper, right? You don't want to do that. Alright, so we do have 5 lots of blue signs happening at once. That's exciting. Wow, it seems like we do actually have a bit of agricultural science ready in the wings as well. Well, at this rate, we're actually going to be able to get the science ready. Oh, not the science, the glass. That only needs, what, 5 more? Does 1 every 30 seconds, so 5 every 30 seconds. Using maths, it'll be done very soon. I'm actually surprised it's apparently burning through that glass. Shouldn't be. Maybe if we put another pump a little bit closer, it'll help, but... Or we just manufacture enough glass and that'll rip through it as well. I mean, everything is an eventuality. You know, I'm not going down there right now. I'll stay up here with the glass because it'll be done in 1%. Come on, come on. Nice. What next? God, I was so concerned about getting that done. I didn't consider what next. Titanium. I've literally discussed this with myself. So we need to get chemical refining. And this should be interesting. We may actually be making too much glass now. Here's hoping anyway. Yeah, we kind of are making too much glass now. However, when you're making too much something, do you just accept that? Of course not. You expand. So if we do, because this is the main thing that was slowing us down. So if we do this, no, this, split, belt, have another one coming down like that. Get the old induction, boys. Pop it out straight into there. The problem with squeak through is it's made my designs even messier than they usually are. Like, I love the mod and I don't know how I'd live without it now, but it does make it even messier than I used to build. Okay, so glass should hopefully be really picking up here. It's just not. I mean, I guess it's very hungry for glass. Oh. Okay. I guess we do not make enough lime. I am surprised by this. Okay, if we made... That's a blast furnace 1. Okay. Yeah, it does feel super cheaty, but now at the same time, I don't want to go back. Like, it feels super... I mean, you know what? I'll accept it. The last time I played this mod, I had void chests, and they were heckin' cheaty. Like, there was no doubt those were cheaty as heck. But I was like, no, I don't care. I just want to get through stuff. So this is really just an extension of that bullshit when you really think about it. It doesn't make things any harder. It's just more annoying. Although the chests that I was using, it was definitely making things easier. No. The chests I was doing last time, it was actually cheating to the point that it was just like, I can't be bothered figuring out how to use this mud. Puts it in the chest, gone forever. Which was kind of nice, but yeah. Okay, so what can we do with the blast furnace situation? Still can't do a lot. Still need more steel, and aluminium. Okay. Steel, steel, aluminium. Whoop. Wait, is that steel? That's probably steel. Probably more washing plants as well, just to make it a little bit tidier. Okay, blast furnace. We can do a level 3. Washing plant. Steel. Okay, a lot more steel. Every time those trains almost get me. One day they'll get me again. They haven't got me today, but one day they will get me again. And that's what matters. Okay, we're gonna need way more steel than what I'm picking up here. Yeah. Looks like science is actually coming through at a decent speed now, so that's nice. We got enough blue science that it actually took up what I had. Oh wow, we actually need to put the thing down manually, huh? Okay, and then start that. Then, boy howdy, we gonna have some good times. Wag. Oh, I didn't really need to upgrade that one. Okay, well, let's just put that back then. Cool. So now we should be making more lime. That should be making more glass. Oh, hey, Hugabooga, how you doing? Where are you up to? Or did you abandon? No shame if you abandoned, by the way. I understand. Yeah, some people do that. Oh, good on you, man. I'm excited for you. I hope you are enjoying it. I really do. Maybe some more washing plants. Yeah, it's a pretty common thing for people to just go, you know what? I don't want to sit around here and wait for soil to happen. I'm just going to make it happen faster. It's a common thing people do. Okay. One more and then still a bit slow. Ore sorting. So you've got iron and copper. That's good. It feels good when you start being able to automate things. Like when you start getting transport belts and inserters, it's like, yes, I have made it. I am with my people. I almost wonder if another blast furnace is in order. Because we are now... Gosh, I don't know if we are making enough of this. Maybe another washing plant is in order as well. Oh, the good news is we can just... So maybe build another washing plant, another blast furnace? Gosh, okay. If thou art insistent. Okay, so what we might do is put the blast furnaces down here then. Maybe down here. No, here's good. Maybe I even move this. Inventory is full, of course it is. Full of shit. What was I trying to make? Lime. Yeah, it can just be in there. Okay, so we're gonna need more washing plants to really get extra lime. Might do is just this. Okay, that's probably gonna do the trick. Oh, by the way, Hugabooga, just so you know for later, because it took me forever to learn this, if you press plus or minus when doing landfill, it makes the space bigger or smaller, and that will make large projects so much easier. No one really tells you this. Some people know it because, oh, it works like that in the base game, but some people just have no idea. I didn't. So that's my tip for you today. It might not be useful right now, but it'll be useful for you later. So now we've got some pipes. Now we just got to get the things together. Maybe just put that over there. Rebind to something like shift down. Oh. Damn, and then here comes Gims with the real big tips. That's a good tip, mate. I might do that. Also, take it easy. It's not a race. It's not a sprint. And we need that stack as well. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. That is probably still kind of useful in a different way. Because we want to still have it coming through there. Get out of here. If I wanted your opinion, I would have asked for it. Just to be clear, I'm talking to the inserter, not to anyone in chat. Alright, so that should be producing stuff now. Okay, with more limestone we should have more glass, hopefully. Be a bit slow to begin with, but then it'll really start kicking up. I mean, already I think it's going alright. Advanced titanium smelting is doing well. You know what I haven't thought about recently is this thing that I started building and then I just forgot about it. What does it need? It needs just a washing plant and a bunch of other stuff. Maybe I'll finish that before doing the titanium. Although I say that, I think titanium research will be done pretty quickly now. So what do we need? We needed a washing plant. That's pretty basic. That's just iron. Oh look, iron. How convenient. What else will we need? Liquefiers, I think we Don't have enough of those too. 4. Okay, iron plates, yes. I guess when you're building at tier 1, you need a lot of iron. Not really a surprise to anyone. Steel, I don't have a lot of. I don't think I need much. Ore crushers, I think I'm going to need more stone. Oh no. In fact, I've got a lot of ore crushers already. I mean, how is my filtration farm going? It's... Hang on. Are we actually doing okay for mineral sludge right now? Really? Oh, we are. Okay, well, I am focusing on the wrong thing right now. Again. I might as well just get it finished, though. And then after uranium, maybe I start thinking of... Sorry, after titanium, I start thinking about uranium. That's my thought. Because all of that looks like it's pretty backed up. Because the mineral sludge is doing fine work. Just do what you can, buddy. And this might be one where it doesn't actually get completely fixed at the end of it. But we'll do what we can. God, I love construction bots. I would love it if they were slightly faster, but hey. Step at a time. Didn't actually build the thing I need for the washing plant. Okay. Probably need to increase plastic at some point as well. I use so much plastic pipes, and this honestly is not making much plastic. Actually, it looks like this is backed up a bit. Not badly. Actually, yes, badly. Output full. Oh dear. Turn those copper underground pipes to plastic ones just because it's cheaper. I mean, it's not actually. It's actually way more expensive, but it's easier. How are we doing? Are we almost ready to go? Oh gosh, look at that. That's just a huge line that is not... Oh no, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done over here, guys. What are we doing? You being lazy again, bots? Have you know I won't take lazy bots. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, it looks like they're getting this shit sorted now. Probably some more basic assemblers. Oh no, we already had some of those. Good. I think we just got to connect things to power and the... Oh, I think we need more liquefiers. Okay, so 6 more liquefiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll also connect it up to the power, if that's probably needed. I don't like they're so far apart. I will fix that for the next iteration of this. But things are being made now. So mineralized water needs to be connected. Oh, we are running out of pipes. There's no way in hell that's good. We are not going to have enough pipes to connect everything. Not that it really needs to be connected right now, but... And we are done after this last liquefier. I mean, we could always make brass pipes, I suppose. You know what? We could make brass pipes. There's so much brass. Maybe this is a new era. No more plastic pipes. Brass pipes all the way. Also, it makes way more sense to put, you know... I've lost some robots somewhere. That's a shame. There they are. Okay, so we need to connect the sulfur, or the sulfur acidy things. That's the official term I think you'll find. Era brass pipes. And look at them, they're golden like the sun. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. One day. One day I'll be so grossly incandescent. What is needing copper piping? Those? Have you met my friend Barras? Okay, so now we've got more mineral sludge than we honestly need and can honestly use. I am too grossly incandescent for my own good. That is the problem. It is now time to make titanium. More new exciting space dust. Titanium is a very important element that I will need a lot of. Gee, what does titanium also turn into? Does it go into any other element? Yes, nitrile. Okay, so we're going to need to think about nickel coming in there as well at some point. Nothing else makes it, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's just titanium and nickel. Okay, so we just need titanium. What am I doing? Okay, titanium ore, that is the main goal. Do that with this. So we need rubite crystals. Oh, we are actually doing the wrong one. While we needed advanced titanium smelting, we did also need other things. That's okay. Transport belts, red. That should. Okay, so we need light blue. Well, that's an easy one to do. That's just that, isn't it? No matter how you look at it, that's the easy part. Then I also need other types of crystals. I need rubrite. Surely something's making rubrite. No. That's fine. Doesn't matter that much. More or less the same idea. You know, I could just do this. And just not connect the corners. And then do it again. Really, now that I know about the shift wheel thing, I really want to do that. Now this one's going to take a lot more space because it's got another whole process to go into it. A couple of whole processes, in fact. Oh, I went down too far. Just do it? Maybe. I'm sorry, I've lost context. What am I supposed to be just doing? Oh, you know what? You're right. Uh, do, do, do. I figured it out. Gotta find it though, that's the problem. Oh, you know what? The whole game does this. Plus? Oh, full caps. Bigger? Land? Larger building area, okay. Area, there we go. Wonderful. That was way easier. Thank you. Ah, yes, look at that. That's the stuff legends are made out of. Really shit legends, but legends nonetheless. Okay, so we need a bunch of copper. And funnily enough, that's right. What you do here, there's a bit of a trick. You put a casting thing here, even though I don't really want to be casting anything from it, it does help when I actually want stuff. Like for building. So, crystallizers. I need a lot of these. It's going to be interesting how much resources I'm going to need for this, but that's okay. You know what, while I'm thinking about this and it's doing something, how are my farms? Slow. That's okay. I maybe should speed them up a little bit while I'm building all these crystallizers. Someone could say, why don't you just build an assembly that does all this? And it's like, the answer there is because I don't want to. Okay, so let's just keep building crystallizers on the train. Run out of stone blocks. Okay, that's fine. We can pick those up while we're on the way. I mean, we've got plenty of time, let's be honest. And I'm here to basically put stuff onto the farm. And we need to get some stone bricks. Not really a problem. My fish are doing fine, I suppose. I'm not hearing complaints from the fish, so that's fine. If I was hearing fish complaints, then of course, you know, then something would definitely be fishy. I'm not apologizing, you can't make me. Okay, so stone bricks. I do like the idea of someone hearing that, like, fishy pun and just be like, you know what? No, I can't make you apologize, but I can just leave. That'd be showing me. Might as well just pick up more. Don't know how many I need. While I'm here, I might as well take a bunch of these because I have a funny feeling I'm going to need them. Also, flotation cells. No, they're not called flotation cells. They are. Steel, not a problem. There's the new thing that I need. What are they called? Not ore sorting. Leaching plant. If I type in plant, that should... I mean, if I can type in plant, that seems to be the real quick question. Brass and more concrete. Okay. And I honestly don't know how many of these I need, so I'll take more than I need. How am I doing for clay? A little bit light on clay. Thankfully, clay's only a short walk away. I'd love to get some more green chips and red chips. How is blue science going these days? It stopped entirely. Why? No nitrogen gas. Fucking what? How do we have no nitrogen gas? How did this happen? I mean, like, nitrogen gas, you can get, it's just all over the place. I'm so angry I'm spitting right now. Like, literally spitting. I'm not actually angry. I'm very confused, though. I have a funny feeling it's to do with this. It's probably full of oxygen. And I assumed that we would never die, but it turns out we did. Okay. So we've got a flare stack. We're going to need another, and we're going to go overflow valves. I think that's where we've gone wrong. And we're going to put a box out for crap. The good old crap box. I don't know, that stone could be useful. Okay. So. The problem, obvious. Oxygen. You need less oxygen in the world. That was one solution. That wasn't great, but we tried. Overflow valve, here we go. So it's going to be constantly producing, probably, but it's probably fine too. Okay. Now that we've got nitrogen fixed up, a resource that is literally in the air forever. No, one more leaching plants. Looks like I've actually run out of a lot of resources as well. I do want to pick up more reds. Got a lot of crystallizers on me. Probably more than I needed. In fact, I needed 30. So actually, I don't have enough. Wow. That's solder. And that's getting filled up pretty nicely, actually. We need more of those? You know what? I see no harm in taking 2 stacks. Aluminium? Might as well. Brass? Where's brass? It's near the weapons factory. You know, this is where I do this. Oh wow, I actually don't have any grabbers right now. Or inserters, as they're officially called. I'm going to need lots of those. Splitters, don't need. Power poles, it doesn't hurt to take a few more. The undergroundy belts might be good. I only got 1 stack of them. One thing I do have an overabundance of is just crap I don't need right now. Part of me always looks at that plasma turret and go, maybe I just throw that away. I'm like, no. You don't throw away the plasma turret, you need that. Algae farms, look, I can always build more desert seed generators. Maybe I need to actually have a box of things that I may need. Got a warehouse. Because you'd never destroy a warehouse. I mean, you shouldn't. Okay, so your new job is to make brass pipes. Like, you mean IRL or? Okay, so that'll make pipes for a while. I mean, everyone destroys that, don't they? Kind of need to. I mean, can you even play the game without destroying that at the start? I feel the answer is no, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that one shouldn't take too long. Science is actually coming around at a decent enough speed. Copper's slowing us down a bit, but that's alright. In fact, no, it's not. Everything's being produced. They're all producing. Wow, this is going to be a new level of science. That, we've in fact got enough things to do that now. Damn, I've messed up pretty bad this time. Oh, I'm not restarting. I'll never restart. I'm seeing this whole journey to the end. Pretty committed to that. Alright, so I don't know how many times we're going to have to, like, go back and forth. For getting basic copper pipes is probably a good reason to go back, but hey, look, you know what? It's fine. We can go back and grab them later. I mean, I only forgot the most basic thing that is required for all of these, but that's okay. Wait, really? Am I short 5 crystallizers? Huh. Well, I need iron and... I always wonder if I should have a conveyor belt going up and down here. And we should have iron somewhere around here. In fact, I know there's a lot of iron plates over here. I need 5 more crystallizers. Easy enough. And then we need to... In fact, no, we need 3 more after that. Because we also need to make the... we're going to need to get the crystal stuff in to make the catalysts. That's not too big a deal, it's just annoying. Okay, so that would be everything we need for that. So light blue, dark blue, and rubite, which is red. Ore crushers. I mean, that's much the same as everything else, every other project. One more. We're gonna need filter inserters. We're gonna need what? 6 of them? Okay, so we're gonna need more of them too, that's alright. Then after that we need to do our crystallizers to get our cool shit in here. I mean, do we do it like this? Here's the plan. And we did the hybrid right in front of the... In fact, we can't even make the other one right now. Crystal catalyst. Crystal seeding. Crystal seeding needs filtering, doesn't it? You don't just make it. It does require filtering. Alright, that's fine. That's alright. How's my science going? We should have lots of it today. 24. Did it just drop off some? Where's my science kept? Here it is. Oh yeah, look at that big chain of blue. Enough to make a grown man weep. Not today. I'll weep tomorrow. On Weeps Day. Okay, so we should have a bunch of brass in a very annoying place. Why are you making it all the way over there? Who knows? We've got some brass pipes. Might as well just grab the copper as well, because I think we're going to need a lot more with what we're up to right now. Okay, back to the old titanium mine. Ore refining, you'll see, is building speed quite quickly. Very exciting. Now, if I remember rightly, hybrid, you've just got to put the mineral and crystal catalysts in. It's not actually too difficult. So what we just need is a filter that does something slightly different. Which, I mean, that's just like one filter. Probably don't need too much crystal seeding. Find out, won't we? That's done. Don't really know what I need next. Is that on uranium? Why not? Oh wow, we already had 4 of these. Well, now we got more. If we just put that a little bit further out. Maybe if we don't even put it there at all, and we put it up here. No, because we want to use those filters. So we want crystal seeding. Most of this is going to be the same stuff that we always do. Sulfur. That's where it goes. Purified water. It? No, no, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Hopefully we don't need too much of this. Yes, we do. Let's prepare for it. Crystal slurry. That one's pretty easy too. And we need to filter that bad boy back out of there. Okay, so now it's being crystal seeding. Which we're going to put here. Don't even know how much of this we're going to need, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? If we put it just above where plastic pick is. Yeah, I remembered about that. I started to press the plus button. I was like, nope. I remember I can scroll up and down for that. Best advice of the stream, Gims. Oh yeah, it's really happy about the copper pipes it sees now. That's alright. It's allowed to be happy about it. Get that crystal seeding in here, and then we should be pretty good. See how much crystal seeding we really need. I'm also using that trick about like picking up the drones. I didn't know about that, so now I'm like, yeah, I'll do that every time. Okay, a lot of mineral sludge. Going to the old mineral sludge hole, as the kids used to call it. Don't know what I'm implying there, but we need more fast filters as well, which we need steel for. Which we've got plenty of steel nearby, so that's alright. That's cobalt steel. That ain't even the right stuff. Regular steel, there it is. Why is that taking time? Oh no, charcoal. Right, I was wondering when that was possibly going to be a problem. Because all the charcoal that this consumes is all the way from down here, which is why these things don't go well. Because while it's fine, it all like filters up and around. Oh, no, it doesn't even come from there. It comes from here. Where does it come from? There's a little tiny farm, algae farm that it comes from. One that's certainly not big enough. Comes from this. All my charcoal coming from this is not enough. Okay, so we're going to fix that at some point in the near future as well. For now, I don't care. For now, we will fix that. I'll put that in the book of things to fix. But I just want to get titanium started. That way I actually have it. I can make blue metal, blue catalysts. I can't speak. Alright, speaking is for people who have hope. Yep. Put it in a box. A bit of an undergroundy. Didn't I build a box? Did I not build a box? I didn't build a box. Okay, and we want sand, but not like that, like that. Let's power this up and see where we're going so far. Or maybe I should also crush the ore, that might help. Can't help but notice that's the wrong way to do it. Okay, that's much better. Now it's making sort of sand. Okay, we're making my hybrid catalysts. Good. After that, we need ore sorters. At least level 2. We may very well want more than that, but we'll see that. No, we don't sort it yet, do we? Too early to sort. Far too early to sort. These are in the wrong place. Because you got to purify first, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, you got to do other stuff to it first. I've done that too early. Okay, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. We'll just get rid of that for now. Crushing is correct though. Oh god, more crap. Oh well. It's more crap I really didn't need in my life. You know what? It can go in the box. I don't even care. Are we done? Great. So. Got a flotation cell. Now, how many of these are required? So it can do 0.3. So I'm going to need 3 flotation cells. Okay. 3 flotation cells per... Oh god, so I've got 1, building 2 more, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We are also going to need purified water. Quite a lot of it as well, I would imagine. Eh. 1.5 thousand. Actually, no, that is a large number. How fast does this make purified water? I mean, yeah, okay, so 1 hydro plant will be enough. Trying to figure out the order that I want to have that in. Do I have it all going up? Do I have it all going down? I don't know. He screams for he does not know. Is he made of house? Is he made out of... Is his house made out of people? He screams for he does not know. Okay. Let's just start with 1 and go from there, shall we? That's probably a good way to start. And I mean, we also will need to worry about what we're going to be turning their wastewaters into, so that's a problem for another day as well. Now, obviously, that's not going to ruberite. It's going to be the blue stuff, and we're going to have. Oh gosh, that's right. These put out geodes as well, don't they? And bloody tastic. That's all right. Now we're going to put this hydro plant. I'm going to put it here, I think. And we should have a pump, an offshore pump. We do. That's wonderful. I'm glad you interrupted me for that. So we're going to start nuclear power, even though we don't really need it right now. But you know what they say, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I mean, I could always start working on something else that I need right now, but there's nothing else I really need. And the sooner I get this done, the sooner I don't need to worry about the 800 science it's going to cost. Okay. And that is an annoying place. I know what I've just done. I've just done that again. Cool. I don't want those right now. I'll take them later. Okay. So the plan here is comes out here. And then it outputs sort of like that. Okay, so let's just set those up now. I've just realized the mistake I've made, because that's absolutely blocking the waste. So we'll do it slightly differently. Do it like that. Because the wastewater is very important, because if the wastewater doesn't come out, then we may have other problems that I just don't want to deal with. Also, this one is one too high. That's why we got bots. To fix those little mistakes. Gotta love bots. Okay. So, what sort of waters are we going to have? We're going to have nitric wastewater, which honestly, I think we've already got a bunch of that, which is probably fine. So let's power this up. Right. Oh yeah, then it puts out geodes. That's a problem. I've forgotten all about. Why are you not taking them? Oh, because you don't have power. What's your problem, boy? You don't like eating rocks, boy? Your pa always ate rocks. Look at him now. He's #1 rock eater. Okay. Probably need to power those two. Okay. We now have chunks. Now comes the tricky part. Now comes a couple of tricky parts, actually. What are we doing with all these geodes? That's kind of a tricky part. I really considered that. Okay, so we got blue geodes and cyan geodes. Cyan geodes? Okay, so the geodes are going to go one way, everything else is going to go the other. And now we're going to worry about the wastewaters. Okay. The sulfuric wastewater, of course, makes sulfur dioxide, sulfur gas, eventually. And that's pretty useful, but quite honestly, I don't know if I care that much. I mean, I could put it back into the process, but the process is already pretty good. Whatever we need, we're going to need more hydro plants, so let's start building those now. 2 hydro plants for now will probably do the trick. Because, well, yeah, sulfuric wastewater is still going to be important because for the leaching plant, we're going to need to use the sulfur to make stuff. I mean, sulfuric wastewater, that's not a problem. We've got acid, like, just down here that we can always use. Okay, it's a distance away, but we can bring it up. The real danger is the nitric wastewater. Because we don't have a lot of ways to make nitric acid, I believe is what we're looking at. Now, we do have some nitric acid being built somewhere else, and that's fine and dandy, but I don't know if we particularly need it. A mineralized mineralized water, always good, but quite frankly, I don't think I need any of these. I can get rid of them both. Purified water, sure, I've got an infinite supply of it. It's fine. Mineralized water, sure, it's fine. Again, I've got a near infinite supply of it. I can always make more should I need more. The real thing I want is the wastewater. Now, nitric... Let's try wastewater, see if that helps. Okay, nitric wastewater gives me sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate plus sulfuric acid gives me nitric acid. And that is something I need. Because the nitric acid is going to be needed to make the rubite chunks into rubite crystals. So, let's look at those ones first, because they're the most painful ones. And we're always going to need a space for it, unless we do it downwards. Just fine. But rubite chunks, how many of these make? Makes 135 per minute. What? What do you mean? Because there's like no machines really running, or? You've lost me, I'm afraid, Gims. For a moment there I thought I was on mute. That always scares me. Okay, So, why don't I just do it this way? So, make about 180 per minute. So you know what? I need one more leaching plant. Which means I'm going to need a lot more leaching plants. Okay. So then, going to be this in reverse. I'm just going to put them back in the... Well, you tried. Good job. Let's try that. Oh. Oh, wonderful. That sounds exactly what everyone wants to deal with in their lives. Yeah? You reckon that help? I mean, I guess that's the moment where they realize, oh shit, we are loud. I mean, assuming that your neighbors have like sympathy, I suppose. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. So, point is, we've got that. So nitric acid is what we need next. You know what we could do is always set up the nitric acid to be at the start here. Well, we do need the sulfuric acid. So maybe if we do that, can we bring the nitric acid, the nitric, whatever the fuck it's called, sorry, the sodium nitrate, get that down here and make it where the acid is and then bring them both up. I don't know. You know what, there's a space there. There's actually a lot of space that can be used between those things. Or maybe just bring the acid up and do it up there. It might be a better idea. Yeah, I used to have neighbors that used to play, like, I guess it was Call of Duty at all hours of every night. And I mean, see, they weren't in that loud hours when they were doing that, and I would just complain, and no one would give a shit. Which, you know, was absolutely wonderful. That's what you want to hear, and no one really cares. They were just like, oh, we can't hear anything. And I'm like, seriously, you don't hear the constant gunfire? I mean, do you not hear that? And they're like, no, we don't hear anything. And I was like, okay. And it was fine, actually. I got used to sleeping to video game bullets. My ex less so, but, you know, fuck it. Yeah, and so that was a fun experience that I enjoyed for a long time. But yeah, I was like, please just stop the goddamn sounds. And they're like, nah, it's fine. We don't care. I don't think it's that they didn't care. I think it's just they literally didn't believe me. Despite the fact they'd come around when it was happening and be like, yeah, I don't hear anything. What do you mean you don't hear anything? And that's literally all I think. They didn't hear anything. Move one more across. Okay, so that's nitric acid. I don't know if it's enough. You know what? That probably should have been what I did. I didn't do that, but I should have. Alright. It's not a problem anymore. And if you want to think about it in some ways, it was kind of good because it was one of the things that they may explain, like, I don't want to be here. And I was like, at the time I was sad, but now I'm like, you know what? Good. It was the worst. It's funny how those nice little things work out for you. Okay, so we got nitric acid coming through, which means we have rubite crystals. Awesome. And then we're going to put them somewhere too, don't we? Guess if we just continue the trend that I'm doing, going downwards. What problem? I put power poles there. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely how you deal with that thing. Like, just escalate it to the way that they really wish you wouldn't. And you ruin their lives. The trick is they actually work for those companies. That's what they want you to do. They want you to buy those things. That's how they get a pay raise. It's like, man, we sold so many tools this year. We sold one more than we did the year before. I mean, yeah, passive aggressive is a good way to deal with any problem, really. I mean, if you want to deal with it passively aggressively, of course. What? It's absolutely fine until then, and then it wants to do a turn. What happens there? Today I find out what's wrong with my rail system, I imagine. This should be really exciting. Oh, wait. No, it just turns around without a problem. Hmm. It is a mystery. Green circuits are slow. Why? The solder is off? What happened to solder? 10. I thought we had lots of 10. Oh. Stone backed up in a really interesting way. Well, I guess I better fix that while I'm here. Did it work? Oh no, you just thought about it. Probably would have worked though. Probably wouldn't go bad by having like a turn into that. Okay. What do I do with all this rock? Because we've got all this tin that's all backed up because of stone. And it's backed up here. Backed up in a few places, actually, honestly looks like. Okay, so the new plan is to go pick up drop and to actually make it worse first. No, that's fine, actually. then we're going to build a warehouse. And we're just going to store all of it in a warehouse until I deal with it properly. This is a trick that only works once, obviously. Or until I shoot it, I guess. I mean, the plan might be to, like, make more mineralized water with it, or make more land. That might not be a bad idea, actually. You know what? There's stone in there. Might as well. It does look like tin's back in order, so that's good. While we're here, let's restock my... Yeah, I could mineralize and clarify it, but then again, it's like really good stone, you know? I know I'm going to want to, like, probably turn it into mineralized water later and actually use it. So it's like a backup that I'll never hopefully need. I was kind of expecting a train a little bit sooner than that. Okay. I may very well get to a point soon where I need to actually have the train network go up there. Because right now this is a bit ridiculous. Put that there. Did I actually get my leaching plants? I got enough for 2. Wonderful. I need more concrete bricks. God damn it. Okay, let's go get more concrete bricks. That's near tin ore drop, I believe. The thing on the right side. What do you mean? The washing plant or the... I may have. Yep, the geodes are all done. The problem is right now I'm just not using the resources that come from it. Like the mineral sludge is all maxed out, but I imagine that's going to change once we start really burning through the resources for titanium. That should hopefully have also increased blue production. We're going to make more solder. You going to make more solder, buddy? Buddy, you want to make more solder? You feel like it now? Or he doesn't feel like it right now? Yeah, it's getting to it now. Okay. What'd you cook for yourself? It's asking the big important questions there. I have a funny feeling I might have just jammed that train. I did. Look, that train can go away somewhere. Train, fly away. Okay. I've really got to see how many leaching plants I can build before I come back. This is the second time I've done this. Not enough. Again. Pipe to ground is in the way. I don't want it to be in the way though. Okay, then the real plan is you just put it one further out. Nice, that sounds like a good meal. Not sure what I'm going to do with these geodes yet. I'll figure it out. I mean, I could just turn them into sludge. You know, crush them. Do just basically that. I mean, that did the trick last time. Okay, now this one's going to be a little bit different. Because for one, it doesn't need nitric acid. It just needs... yeah, I'm going to clarify that one. Oh no, guys, I got some bad news for you. We're actually almost at the 3-hour mark for today, which means we're almost done. So titanium is not finished today, but we did get a lot of other stuff done, so that's good. Besides, if we got it all done in one day, why would you come back? Speaking of coming back, if you've enjoyed today, please feel free to give a follow. I would appreciate that, and you can be here for the next thrilling encounter. If you would like to catch up on previous videos, you can find them at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. They're about a week behind at the moment because I needed to do some editing to remove it when I didn't do the away screen properly, or rather remove it. But they will be uploaded there as time goes by. So if you want to see more, that's where you'd go. At youtube.com/SeiferKatt. If you are watching on YouTube, then you can also find this on twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. I like to be predictable. Otherwise, you know, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe if you want. You don't have to. Up to you. You're a grown adult, unless you're not, in which case, ask parents. And yeah, look, it's been I've had a really great time today, so thank you for watching, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys around another time. See you, everyone.